Hey guys, if you're curious about how much it costs per month to go tiny, then this video is for you, so stay tuned. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. So today, I wanted to make a video to talk about tiny house cost of living expenses. So we've been in this house for a little over a month. We kind of have an idea of how much we're spending on electricity and on propane. As I mentioned before in another video, the land that we're renting actually includes water, sewer, and trash, so we don't have to pay for that. But I will note that when we were living in San Diego, we were paying roughly, I think it was $100 a month on water alone, and I can't recall what sewer and trash was. So I wanted to kind of do a comparison based on how much it costs to live in a regular house versus our expenses now living tiny. I noticed that California charges a little bit higher for per kilowatt for their electricity. So if you look at your bill, you probably notice you're paying anywhere between 5 cents to maybe 9 cents per kilowatt. But where we're at, we're in a tiered system where the first tier is between like 22 to 25 cents per kilowatt. And then after you use a certain amount of kilowatts or electricity, then you jump up to the second tier, and then it jumps up to 35 cents per kilowatt. So what I noticed is after a month of just kind of using electricity normally, we try to, just conserve where we can, but after a month of usage, we're spending about $100 a month on electricity. Now, the reality is if the kilowatt charge was much lower, like if it was in a different state, it would, like Florida or New Mexico or something like that, I think it's only like 5 to 7 cents per kilowatt. So our bill would actually be a third of what we're paying now. So our electric bill should probably actually be $30 to $40. Now gas, propane, I noticed that have to refill the tank. They are just 4.5 gallon tanks, or they're also called 20-pound propane tanks. And those we have to fill every 12 days approximately. It's been pretty spot on. Like on the 12th day, it either runs out in the morning or late in the evening. A propane tank to refill out here in California, it's about $2.79 per gallon, and each one of those tanks takes about 4.5 gallons. So roughly $30 to $32 in a month for propane. And the propane is used to heat our hot water. We have a tankless hot water system, and it runs off of propane. So it's nice to have that system so you can take long hot showers and not have to worry. And it's also nice to have the instant hot water. So that's a definite benefit to going tankless if you do go tiny, because there's no place, or there'd be limited space to store an actual traditional water heater tank. As mentioned in a previous video, the rent for the lot that we're on right now is $350, and that includes water, sewer, and trash. And then electricity, as I noted, is roughly about $100 to $110 a month. So, and then you add in the propane cost, which is $30 to $32 a month. So that's $482 a month just for our rent and our utilities. Now, of course, there's food and other expenses, but that's dependent and varying on household to household. But for us, we try to budget around $400 a month on food. There have been some updates that we've done to the tiny house. So I wanted to talk about actually the Murphy table that we've installed. It's pretty cool because we needed an area to work and also a place to eat and just kind of have a little table. So this is really convenient because we have 2 separate leaves, so you could either have one up, or you could have both up, or you have both down, and you just clear the area so it's nice and open. So that was one of the projects that we've done recently, is adding the Murphy table. Another thing that we've done is added a projection screen. This is really important for saving space. We did have a flat screen before, but it was just going to be too much work to hang it up, and it'd probably take up space. So this projection screen is nice because you can just roll it away when you're not using it, and then pull it down when you want to watch some movies or check out fun videos on YouTube like Sunchi Adventures. I did want to do a quick shout out to my brother Hai. Thank you so much for providing the microphone that we are using to record this video. So if you guys enjoy the audio in this video, then give it a thumbs up, and I appreciate my brother for providing the mic. Thank you so much. Okay, so I wanted to take a moment to answer some questions and respond to some comments that I didn't get a chance to get to in the last video. So Sharon Jackson writes, yes, I would like to know and how you like your tiny house. We love the tiny house. We thought it was going to be tough to acclimate, but it's actually really comfortable, and we're thinking that we should have probably done it sooner, but everything happens for a reason, and we are very pleased and happy to be on this tiny adventure. Thanks for your comment. So Shirley H. So this is in reference to the previous video regarding why I stopped gambling. So if you go back and watch that video, I kind of go into depth on everything. But just basically, since I haven't been gambling, I just don't have the ups and downs. It's like an addiction, like anything else. Like if you do it too much, it begins to wear on you. And you know, it just doesn't make you feel good. So going out and getting physical activities and working on projects are a much better avenue to find ways to alleviate stress. So gambling isn't going to be an end-all be-all. It's for entertainment. You go to have some fun, and obviously we do it because we want to win, but we hate losing, so we try to minimize our losses. And when it's not enjoyable, you should just, you know, take a break and come back and try it again at a later date. Okay, so Edwards Villalavos writes, hello Sunchi, I sure would like to hear from you on both subjects. I'm interested in learning what mental toll it takes on gamblers, and I'm waiting to hear how you're adjusting to your tiny house. Take care. So the mental impact is just, it's not a healthy place to be, to try to chase wins all the time. You know, you're spending all of this money and you're rarely winning, so losing is not a good feeling. I don't recommend it for anybody. And when you gamble, you lose more than you win. Of course, the high of winning feels really good, but the lows of losing are not worth the minimal highs that you get. So if there's something else that you can do, I would recommend doing that, physical activity or working on projects, because you don't have the risk of actually losing anything and you get the benefits of all of the highs. So thank you for that comment. As always, we appreciate the support. Don't forget to like the video, post a comment or question down below, and I try to respond to as many comments as possible, so it's really nice interacting with everybody. I hope everybody has a nice and safe rest of their day, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.